Hi folks, let me begin by introducing myself. My name is Graeme Pinkerton. I've been making traditional style handmade fishing floats for about 3 years now and feel it's time for me to try and help people who are maybe just starting out. I'll be making a few short videos over the next wee while showing the basics of making some of the simpler styles of floats. I won't be giving away too many secrets, as half the fun of making these floats is in the experimenting. I'm going to start today with the preparation of a goose quill. This is a great material to use as it's very versatile. They can be used on their own or add a balsa or cork body, and it can actually create quite a large range of different type of floats. So I'll just start the camera in the right position and we'll get down to it. Okay. Right, first of all, the quills themselves. This is a good quill. This one's approximately 10 inches long. It's about 1/4 inch thick at the base, tapering off to nothing. I've got 3 here just now that I'll be starting with. First thing I do is trim a small section off the tip, just using a normal pair of sharp scissors. Makes it easier to start cutting the herl from the quill itself. So snip across very easily. Now the way I do it, there'll be lots of ways, but this is the way I do it. I'll turn the float upside down, hope you can see this, cut against the grain, resting the blade of the scissors slightly against the quill, but not too tight. As you cut, it will follow the natural shape of the quill. You want to take that all the way down to what I like to call the wee fluffy bit at the end. Comes off like that. Turn the quill over, start from the top again, and again, just work your way down. Gently turning the quill. As you get near the bottom, you'll see the shape of the herl on the quill. Takes it down, something like that. Now, what you're left here with is very coarse, and you can't really get down any closer with the scissors. What I like to do is using a small piece 120 grit, 80 grit sandpaper. Rest the quill on a bench or a worktop or whatever you can use, and gently rub against the grain. This will remove the herl quite coarsely, to be honest. Just work at it, you'll see the white of the quill showing through. Don't go too deep with this sandpaper. Work your way down the length of the quill, gently turning so that you stay roughly 90 degrees to the herl that's still on the quill. As you get to the bottom, where the fluffy bit is, you just need to turn the quill slightly inwards. Now, hopefully you can see it, but that's as far down as you kind of need to take with that grip. Turn it over and do the other edge. Same way, nice and gentle. Again, a thing that comes with doing it more often. Just down until you remove most of the herl. That'll do, just now. Then on to, and I'll get it right this time, 120 grit. Bit finer, same procedure, just take it down. You'll see very fine, kinda, I don't know what you would call them, it's the bits of the feather that are left. You're looking to take this down so that this section here is completely white. So just nice and gentle. Working, when you get to the tip, I like to work out the way. You broadcast that way, tends to bend the quill in and can snap it. You need to start again. Working outwards, take it down. As you're doing it, you'll see it disappearing and you'll know the pressure to put on it. Down the bottom, towards the fluffy bit. Don't be tempted to try and move all of the fluff at this small section here, because you'll just burst the quill. So that's not bad there. Turn it over, do the same, working outwards away from the tip, and then at the more solid part of the quill, in you go. Just watch your finger at this point, because the bit of friction can build up a bit of heat, and if you get wee delicate, very soft hands, you'll burn your finger. Not my fault. So just work like that. Just give it, oops, sorry, now I'm going against my own advice here. Just gently rounding off the quill, because it is a kind of square section, the quill. Just gentle, then down to a 320 grit. Now this is for finishing off the quill, and this should get you to the point of painting, lacquering, whatever you're going to do next, which I'll talk about in the future. Work off the end, down the fluffy bit, taking it down, you'll see the colour disappearing and just going nice and white. Turn it over. This also gives your quill a better key for lacquering, varnishing, whatever you choose to use as your finished top coat. Clear off that end. And that is a quill stripped of herl. Oh, fluffy bit. Now, what I do with the fluffy bit at the very end, I don't know if you can see that there, just here. Again, something that will come with doing it and a bit of experience. I use a lighter, small flame, and just pass it over it. You'll see it goes kind of charred. We rub with the nail a couple of times. You don't want to do it too much, because the flame will mark the quill. And that's that. Now, if you look at the tip of the quill, don't know if I've done this one, no I've not, there's a kind of skinny membrane on the tip of the quill. You'll see it there, starting to come off. This must be removed, as it will affect the finish on your float. I use my nail, I keep my thumbnail intentionally long. My wife goes crazy about it, but it helps my float making. I use my nail, gently, just scrape upwards towards the end of the quill. You don't really want to use sandpaper, because this part of the quill, when it's lacquered or varnished, as I say, will go quite clear. You don't want it to be all covered in scratches and things. So work it towards the end. You get to the end, it will, as you work at it, sorry, it will actually come to a point where you can just pull it off the end. And that basically is a quill ready for quite a few different styles of float. In the next wee video, I'll show you what type of floats and how you can fish it this way or this way for different styles of fishing. Thanks folks, see you soon.